So today's video is going to be how to make an apple cinnamon bundt cake. This is going to be my video for monthly desserts, which is a collab hosted by Clarissa at Sunny in the Suburbs and Ashley over at Her Homemaking Heart. So go check out those lovely ladies' channels, and there will be a playlist, so I'll put that in the description box. But let's get on to making this cinnamon bundt cake. This sounded so good. It has apples in it and just sounded so fall. I will make sure I link this in the description box for you so that you can make it for your family. So you're gonna need 3 cups of Honeycrisp apples, peeled and chopped. I'm gonna dice mine. You've got flour, which I will be getting for this step, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. You've got 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and cloves, 1/4 teaspoon. And then right here, I'm gonna put in some fresh ginger. You can also use ground ginger if you want. Then your oil, it says grapeseed or avocado, but I'm just gonna use my olive oil. I think that'll be good. And then your sugar, 2 cups of sugar, 3 large eggs, room temperature. Then you've got 1½ teaspoons of pure vanilla extract and 3 tablespoons of butter. So I'm getting this to room temp as well. So those are the ingredients. And if you want to follow along to make this bundt cake, come along on this recipe journey. Alrighty, so I already got my 1½ cups of oil in here. I decided to go with canola oil. Like, you could pick grapeseed oil or avocado like the recipe says, or whatever you have on hand. So I'm just gonna use canola oil. And then to your oil, you wanna add 2 cups of sugar. One 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, give that a little mix. For this part, you beat on medium speed for 3 to 4 minutes. So next you want to add your 3 eggs. So I've got them ready to go right here. I'm going to go ahead and break them in a bowl first, just so I don't get any shell in there. Hope you're having a great fall so far. I certainly am. I love fall so much. It's my favorite season. So let's go ahead and get the eggs incorporated. Whoop. And it just says beat until smooth. So we'll let that go for just a little bit. Just mix the eggs till they're just incorporated. So then you want to add your flour. So I've got my 3 cups of flour. And then you want to do 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Oh, I love cinnamon. And then 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. Nothing says fall more than cloves, right? And apples and cinnamon and yeah. So you do 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, but I'm gonna use fresh. A really good tip is to leave your ginger in the freezer. That way you have it at all times when you're baking, when you're making, you know, certain recipes, and you can just grate it frozen. Mine has thawed a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and do what I think to be maybe 1/2 teaspoon. But I think this will give it a nice flavor. Perfect. I love ginger. Okay, so next step is to mix this until combined. Woo! Go slow with that flour. All your dry ingredients in a separate bowl and then add to your mixture, but I just go for it, so that's just easier for me to do it that way, so whatever works for you. This looks good. Okay, from here you just add your apples. I'm gonna scrape down the sides of my bowl. Batter looks amazing. I previously chopped my apples. They're the Honey Crisp. So put those in your batter. It says about 4 cups of apples, so just put in as much as you like. I may be only around 3 cups, but that's fine and dandy. So from here you want to mix again. On low speed, you don't really want to grind your apples up. Just kind of get it mixed in there. And it says your batter will be thick, which it is. So grab your Bundt pan. If you don't have a Bundt pan, you can definitely use probably a regular cake pan of some sort or a round, just depending on what you want to do for your pan. Yep, that is definitely thick batter. Gonna scrape my paddle here. This is gonna be yum-y with a capital yum. Okay. I have a feeling this is going to be kind of a stick to your ribs kind of cake. But that's what we're after, something really comfort. Look at that batter. I love to cook, but I also love to bake. I almost think I should have been a baker because I do love it that much. So let me know down below in the comments if you're more a baker or you like to cook, like meals. So just kind of curious what you prefer. Make sure I get all the goodness. Kind of press it down in your pan, and then I'm gonna give it just a good whack on the counter just to make sure there's no air bubbles down there anywhere. But this looks amazing. My oven is preheated to 350. The timer says it's ready, so let's set this in the oven. It's got to bake 50 to 60 minutes on 350. So this recipe does call for a glaze for when your cake is done and cooled. You put like a powdered sugar glaze over it, and I do have a recipe for that. So I'll make sure that I show you how to make that too. Okay, time to flip out the bundt cake. Wish me luck. You keep it in the pan to cool for 5 minutes, and then it's okay to flip it out onto your serving dish. So I'm gonna use this cake stand for mine, and let's get it going. All right, guys, I flipped it. The moment of truth. Be careful, the pan is a little warm. Yum. Okay, that looks amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool a little bit more, and then we will make the glaze. Smells amazing. All right, so your ingredients for the glaze is 3 cups of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of almond milk. I'm gonna use regular, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And then my little spin on it is I'm going to grate some nutmeg into the frosting part. So here we go. Just kind of stirring that around, make sure I don't have any big clumps. All right. I'm gonna put my dry ingredients in here first. So let's do 1/4 teaspoon of salt next. And then 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And then we want to do our liquids, which is 2 tablespoons of milk and a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to keep adding a little milk at a time just until this is at a drizzle consistency. It'll sneak up on you, so just a little at a time. Okay, I'm thinking just a smidge more. Not much. There we go. Yes. That's it. Okay, so mix this up real good. I'm gonna go ahead and use my nutmeg. Perfect. All right, so let's go drizzle this cake. Oh, that glaze is so good. Okay. There's the finished product. Thanks so much for joining me on today's monthly dessert collab. Make sure you check out the other lovely channels in this playlist that I have in the description box below. And thanks for joining me. That was fun making a fall dessert, my first one of the year. So have a great day. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.
Ooh, look at those big chunks of apple.
Uh-huh. So Don's gonna review the cinnamon apple bundt cake.
And get some good glaze in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that good?
Mmm.
Okay. Okay, guys, it's a hit.
It's better than a cinnamon apple donut because it's got the big chunks of apple in there.
Yeah.
It's like an apple fritter almost.
So highly recommend making this
is
for
incredible.
your family.
I'm gonna need more.
Okay.